Kamala Harris. As Attorney General, Harris aggressively prosecuted predators who victimized the vulnerable. Harris cracked down on sex trafficking of women and children into California, took on the transnational gangs, prosecuted sexual assaults, and enforced laws requiring equal pay for equal work.
I swore an oath to protect the people of California, and that means all the people.
Kamala Harris, a prosecutor with conviction.
To renew the California dream, we need to renew our promise to our children. A promise that says every single baby will have quality prenatal care. Every toddler can attend preschool, every student has access to high-quality after-school programs, and every graduate has meaningful job training and work opportunities. The future is not just in front of us, it's inside us.
Gavin Newsom for governor. Courage for a change.
I've been around long enough to know that the pendulum always swings in California, between wet years and drought, between booms and busts. And when it's bad, people get hurt. Not enough water to grow crops, deep cuts in vital services. Propositions 1 and 2 will even out the boom and the bust. Prop 1 saves water to prepare us for droughts. Prop 2 sets aside money to prepare us for economic storms. Vote yes on 1 and 2.
Here's what Arizonans say about Washington politician Martha McSally. They say McSally's principles and positions took a back seat to political ambition. They say McSally committed a total flip-flop on Dreamers. They say she's disingenuous, a liar. Once upon a time must have had a backbone. The most important thing they say, don't let McSally fool you. So get the facts. Arizona just can't trust Martha McSally. DSCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
John Tester. He still works the same Montana soil his granddad homesteaded more than a century ago. It keeps him humble, grounded in the fight for Montana's way of life. It's why John Tester fought for safe drinking water, protected the North Fork from mining and drilling. And it's why Tester always fought to keep Montana's public lands public, for ranchers, hunters, and taxpayers alike. That's Montana's John Tester.
Well, kids, I need you to go home tonight and tell your parents to vote yes on Prop C.
What's a Prop C? I'll vote for cheeseburgers.
Oh, you're making me hungry now.
Me too.
Prop C guarantees arts and after-school programs across our city.
What about music?
Music too, sports, and a rainy day fund for our schools.
I'm all in. Yes on Prop C.
Well, you heard it here first. Yes on Prop C.
It's about who you fight for. I'm Katie Porter. I fought the Wall Street banks who cheated California homeowners, and I took on leaders of both parties for lower taxes for Orange County families. I'll stand up to Donald Trump to protect our families, our health care, and our coasts. Because when Orange County comes under attack, I'll always fight back.
Katie Porter, 100% Orange County.
I'm Katie Porter, and I approve this message.
You know, you can't always listen to what the people say. When I was on the board of Goldman Sachs and the people raised ethical questions about my insider stock deals, I just gassed this sucker up and kicked back at a cruising altitude of 40,000 feet. They called it wasteful spending, but I kept my personal jet costs down to a frugal $3 million. Now, they say we shouldn't have a buy it now button on the governor's office. I say, California, let me take you for a ride.
In an emergency, seconds matter. That's why Prop 6 is so dangerous. There are more than 3,600 deaths on California roads every year, many caused by bad infrastructure. Prop 6 eliminates more than $5 billion a year in funds dedicated to fixing roads, bridges, and infrastructure. That delays emergency response times and puts Californians at risk. Getting to the scene quickly could mean the difference between life and death. Join public safety leaders No on 6.
My family has been farming in this valley for over a century. I'm proud of our strong valley values. We fight for the water we deserve. We believe in honoring our veterans and taking care of our men and women when they come home. And we celebrate our immigrant communities who are essential to our economy and way of life.
Jim Costa, he knows us, he fights for us.
I'm Jim Costa, and I approve this message.
I'm Malia Cohen. I worked my entire career to lift working people's interests over special interests. While my opponent collected thousands from tobacco companies, I took down big tobacco and big soda to protect the health of everyday Californians. At the Board of Equalization, I will do the heavy lifting for small businesses, not corporate heavyweights.
Join Senator Kamala Harris, teachers, nurses, and firefighters. Malia Cohen for Board of Equalization.
Let's get to work.
San Diego firefighters, business, environmental, and public safety leaders all oppose Prop 53. Prop 53 takes away local control, allowing voters in the Central Valley or San Francisco to veto local projects that we need, like water supply and road safety. And Prop 53 has no exemptions for emergencies or natural disasters. So when the big one hits, critical road and hospital repairs could be delayed years. No on Prop 53. It's dangerous.
As Donald Trump wages war on California, Attorney General Javier Becerra is defending our values, stopping Trump in his tracks. Becerra is defending women's access to birth control, preserving affordable health care, fighting for dreamers, and protecting our coast from offshore drilling. And Becerra will keep on fighting for California. That's why Jerry Brown and Kamala Harris support Javier Becerra for Attorney General. He's got California's back.
The class of 2016 is the most indebted in history, and the student loan crisis is over $1 trillion and rising. As Attorney General, Kamala Harris took on predatory for-profit colleges, scamming our students and veterans. As Senator, Harris will pass a student borrower's Bill of Rights to crack down on predatory lenders. And Harris will fight for increased student aid and free college for families earning less than $140,000 a year. Kamala Harris for Senate. She's fearless for the people.
My name is Tony Thurman. Education isn't the goal, it's the gateway. And California classrooms hold the key to every child's opportunity. We reject Trump's attacks on our public schools and invest in the teachers who lift up our California dreamers, modernize our curriculum, and empower educators to teach beyond the tests. Because creativity and critical thinking are as important as facts and figures. I'm Tony Thurman, and the work starts now.
Tony Thurman for State Superintendent.
Deeply flawed, badly written, that's Proposition 10. It does the opposite of what it promises. Prop 10 will drive up rents, take rental housing off the market, and make it harder to find a place to live. And Prop 10 has no protection for renters, seniors, veterans, or the disabled, and no provisions to treat homelessness or build affordable housing. That's why veterans, seniors, and affordable housing experts say no on 10. It makes a bad problem worse.
How much do Mimi Walters and Donald Trump have in common? Trump and Walters stand together 99% of the time. That's right, 99%. Walters and Trump supported defunding Planned Parenthood, gutting protections for pre-existing conditions, and allowing oil drilling off Orange County's coast. And the Walters-Trump tax plan adds trillions to the debt, threatens Medicare, and raises taxes on Californians. Mimi Walters and Donald Trump. Wrong for Orange County.
I'm Katie Porter, and I approve this message.
I'm running for BART board because when I lost my husband 2 years ago, my whole world changed. As a legally blind single mother, I depend on BART. Getting to work, dropping my daughter off at school, even picking up groceries. I'm standing up to fight for a BART that actually works for working folks. I'm Latifah Simon, and I'll be a voice on BART board for writers, not contractors. Check out my plan at latifahforbart.com.
Here's an extreme angle. Here's an even more extreme
We need
angle.
to phase Medicare and Social Security out in favor of something privatized.
Share an angle, the wrong angle for Nevada.
National Nurses United for Patient Protection is responsible for the content of this advertising. Here's a wild angle. Here's a wilder angle.
How about maternity leave? I'm not going to have any more babies. Those are the kinds of things that we want to get rid of.
Share an angle, the wrong angle for Nevada. National Nurses United for Patient Protection is responsible for the content of this advertising.
General Richard Roth ran for state senate with a mission. More jobs for our workers, training for veterans coming home, and a medical school for UC Riverside. General Roth is ready to keep fighting for better education funding, protecting our communities, and working across the aisle for good-paying local jobs.
We have a critical mission ahead, and I'm ready to deploy.
Richard Roth for Senate. He's got the right stuff.
A message from California District Attorneys.
Proposition 36 is a modest, common-sense reform of California's three strikes law.
It will focus resources on violent and dangerous criminals,
instead of wasting millions on nonviolent offenders.
To keep dangerous criminals locked up.
Prop 36 will reduce prison overcrowding,
save millions of dollars,
and make the punishment fit the crime.
That's why law enforcement leaders like us
are voting yes.
Yes.
Yes on Prop 36.
Today, we can confidently say is the first day in the state of California that we are providing marriage equally and fairly to everyone, denying no one their right and their opportunity to live their lives out loud.
It takes courage to make real change. That's Gavin Newsom, the first mayor to recognize the right to marry the person you love. The first to deliver health care to every citizen as a fundamental human right. Gavin Newsom took on the gun lobby and won. And Newsom balanced 7 budgets in a row without laying off a single police officer, teacher, or firefighter.
Let's do what Californians have always done. Imagine the future and start building it today.
Gavin Newsom for governor. Courage for a change.